the last of the Fractione from Grimjow's, guard, um, Dilroy. Dilroy was, cool. He was kind of foolish, though. See, this fool ran up on Ichigo. See, he's actually lucky that he had a little bit longer to live, because he went and he found Ichigo. Ichigo, we all know Ichigo is powerful. Now, Ichigo was holding back because he didn't want White to take over, and he didn't want to lose control of his body like he did in the fight against Byakuya. And he knew if he went into Bankai form, White would have a hold on his, body and shit. So he was like, no, I'll fight him with the Shikai. But he was still, holding back, subconsciously and all that extra shit. So then Rukia stepped forward, and she was able to do D-Roy in. D-Roy, he ended up, dying, frozen, and then broke to pieces. That was a good showing for Rukia, I guess. She was able to take down the Rancor upon her, getting her powers back, entering, the fight. Ichigo was like, wait, Rukia? And then she was like, yeah, just stand back. I can handle this shit. Because they didn't know, Ichigo didn't know about Rukia's, Shikai release. He never seen it before. But Dilroy, his strength is 71%, with his speed at 73%, 69% for his durability, and his endurance is 70%, with intelligence of 61 and experience of 66%. 70% for his close skills, 70% also for his, range skills. Recoup is a 62%, and then hacks are 65% with the overall power score of 67.7. Even if he would have fought against Ichigo still would have defeated him in Shikai form. It just so happened that they wanted, Rukia to step forward and show what the fuck she had, and that's how the story, goes. But yeah, Dilroy, like all the other, Rancor, Fractiones of, Grimjow, went out dying. Was it the right move to make? Probably not. But that's the life of Dilroy. He fought against Ichigo to a stand, and then Rukia defeated him. And that's a D-Roy, my bad. We forget about these characters, but, I'm trying to see, my subscribers, it seems as though y'all like side characters, so I'm, seeing what you, want to do, or if you actually watch these anime, you have to, get in the comment section and let me know some things, but be cool on the corner.